Woke up looking for the broccoli. Hot key, keep a horn on me. That could my seat.
Let's try this again. When a gang leader confronted by D. La Hoya.
Con hecho, no es mentira. Yo no juego con muñeca como Oscar. Cuando le pegue la olla, voy a sentar y lo poner a orinar.
In the mid-2000s, one of boxing's most underrated and unusual triangles was taking place, with a series of fights between world champions springing up shock result
Oh my
after
God.
shock result.
This is your favorite cigarette? We toast you.
However, it's been largely forgotten because this wasn't the usual triangle that we're used to in boxing, where each fighter has a victory and a loss over one of the other fighters in the triangle. This time, it was a square. 4 fighters, Ricardo Mayorga, Vernon Forrest, Shane Mosley, and Oscar De La Hoya, who all had at least 2 victories or 2 losses to one of the other 3 fighters in the square. A completely unprecedented saga of fights, made even more surprising by almost every victor being the underdog heading into each bout. Of all the unexpected results in the square, Ricardo Mayorga's brace over the 35-0 undefeated Vernon Forrest in 2003 was by far the most shocking result, given the glaring lack of boxing skills the Nicaraguan possessed compared to Forrest and the 2 fighters in the square.
We all like to see that air of unpredictable violence in the ring, and Mayorga is that. He is unpredictable violence.
He tanked that shot. I'm not gonna lie to you.
He's throwing bombs, so a Mayorga fight's always entertaining.
Mayorga's boxing skills were a true reflection of his unconventional personality. Carefree, wild, a loose cannon.
I'm not gonna lie. Bro, the way he's tanking him, he's not gonna be able to tank every single shot, bro. He's not. He's gonna get knocked down with one of them.
Reflection of his unconventional personality. Carefree,
like
wild,
what?
A loose cannon, and as tough as old boots. He was a man who was just as infamous for lighting up cigarettes as he was for his opponents.
The very first time I met him, this guy's sitting here and he's smoking a cigarette. So I'm going, where's the fighter? He says, and I'm like, this guy?
Mayorga was the epitome of boxing's bad boys, a man who refused to let the fame and fortune of boxing change his lifestyle. He was a gang leader, a man who would have spent his adult life in jail for his ruthless crimes, if not for the protection of a corrupt Nicaraguan government.
Era vago cuando era jefe de pandilla y me agarraba con puñales. Ni te debajo la falda de mi mamá.
Mayorga never tried to conform to the expectations of promoters or the global boxing fan base. He was a villain, showing no respect for any fighter who didn't have the street cred he believed was necessary.
Whoa.
Mayorga is a guy about whom you could develop a serious hatred in 10 or 15 minutes if he chooses to rub you the wrong way. He intensely believes that a huge part of this is the intimidation game. I am more man, I have bigger huevos.
Mayorga shocked the boxing world with his win over Forrest in 2003. This victory was a turning point in his career, propelling him to the status of an instant smash hit with HBO. He celebrated his win in his trademark style, smoking a cigarette in the ring to mark his ascension as a unified welterweight champion.
Mayorga's cigarette is illegal in the state of California.
If Mayorga was the face of boxing villainy, then his next opponent, Oscar De La Hoya, particularly at this point, was certainly the polar opposite, with his polished and refined boxing skills reflecting his image outside of the ring.
I've never had a street.
Dang, they playing Knickerball or something. That's a game, right? I swear I heard that somewhere. I'm not just making a word.
Certainly the polar opposite, with his polished and refined boxing skills reflecting his image outside of the ring.
They going punch for punch.
I've never had a
Yo,
street
what?
fight in my
The
life.
fact that they just letting each other hit each other, bro.
In a brawl outside the ring, I always managed to talk my way out of it.
Mayorga despised Oscar for the way he carried himself as a man, which led to the most hate-filled
I'm not racist.
Ricardo's entire career. And that's saying a lot, considering some of the things he's done to get under his opponent's skin.
Como el tipo me cae tan mal, yo pelearía hasta gratis. No le quiero ganar, él no lo quiero noquear.
To remind you that 60% of sales on Amazon come from independent sellers, Tracy from Lilies of
Ahí lo quiero matar, parándole el corazón con mi derecha.
Oscar had undoubtedly lost a step or two as he approached the tail end of his career. However, he was still heavily favored to beat Mayorga due to his proven resume amongst boxing's most elite over the previous decade. Yet, this was a saga of fights that had seen so many upsets over the years that it was impossible to say how their styles would clash on the night. BLTV picks up the action from round 1.
Mayorga tries the right hand upstairs and throws a roundhouse left hook. Mayorga throwing big shots from the outside, or from the get-go. That's the way it works. De La Hoya cracks him with a left hook. Mayorga hits him with a right cross on the top of the head.
De La Hoya determined
Oh, I heard that punch.
to make Mayorga know that he's a price to pay for coming in.
A lot of loophole. He's going to try to beat him with short punches.
Wait, why did I think he was the one that got punched? Oh my God, wait. But he missed. No, he connected it. But it wasn't enough. Bro, what?
Mayorga came out gung-ho and actually had some success before his overeagerness got the better of him, as Oscar dropped him with the signature left hook, transforming what was already a firefight into a roaring blaze.
That was a perfect stop. He was born with that left hook, Manuel. It came right out of the cradle. Another left hook lands there. It's always been his most effective punch. It lands.
Oh my God, he's crying for help. He's reaching for something. He's reaching for something, bro. Please, if he falls down again.
Where's the 20-month layoff? Where's all the ring rust? De La Hoya seldom looked better than this.
Stop it. He's not tanking them as much. I told y'all, bro. I said that he's not going to be able to tank these for long. Once he came around the wrong individual, see, this is what happens. You can't tank everything, bro. Human. Bro, think he invincible.
He clocks Mayorga with a right hand.
Okay.
Had the Mayweather Freudian slip because across the ring I saw Floyd Mayweather Jr. very excited about what he saw De La Hoya do.
Mayorga recovered well from the knockdown, but couldn't make the adjustments necessary to get De La Hoya's respect. Instead, he became even more erratic and ungainly as he tried to dictate the tempo of the fight.
He's so ragged in there.
He has no proper coordination at all between hands and feet.
And De La Hoya is finding all the empty spots. A left hook to the
Whoa, oh my gosh, his head bounced back up like a bobblehead. Did y'all see that? Hold on. Oh my God. He got set straight real quick.
Brutally clocked with an uppercut. Huge right hand by De La Hoya.
Oscar is making Mayorga good shot.
Oh, he got. Oh, wait, hold on.
De La Hoya's head back. Best punch of the fight for Mayorga.
Whoa, this is a good fight.
And he might not need to get hit like that if he keeps jabbing. There
you go. Keep working the jab.
That's the ticket. Almost landed a big left hook at the end of the round.
Mayorga
Now we
has
about
more
to
success
know
in
who
the
won,
third,
but-
but Oscar's astute counterpunch remained a constant threat throughout
Oh
Ricardo's
my
desperate
God.
aggressive
He said, look up, boy. Look up, boy.
attacks.
Why are you looking down at my
Oscar's
feet?
astute counterpunch remained a constant threat throughout Ricardo's desperate aggressive attacks.
He's won all 3 rounds.
Got in the shot in between. 2 beautiful body punches from De La Hoya. And those body punches are designed to take away Mayorga's power. Well, you blocked a long looping punch with your gloves.
Oh, I like that dodge. This is actually a pretty good fight. He's getting him back.
Mayorga has his right hand so low when he's just so vulnerable to get hit with left hooks.
The hit on the back of the head. Hard right hand lands for Mayorga.
De La Hoya fades. De La Hoya blocks punches with his gloves. Mayorga blocks them with his
He's
head.
pleading.
Floyd
He's
Mayweather
pleading for
Jr.
help.
was a key spectator in the night's action, hoping that De La Hoya's dominance would continue, as a lucrative fight between the two was heavily rumored to be next if Oscar could get the W.
Mayorga said he would win because he beat Forrest, who beat Mosley, who beat De La Hoya. He's finding out that that isn't the way it works.
A lot of people thought Winner could have gotten it. De La Hoya lands 2 brilliant left hooks. Brilliant inside left hooks while Mayorga was punching over him.
Oh, this is actually 12 rounds. For them to be going to 12 rounds, bro, 5 of 12. Dude, I know. I can see how exhausted they are right now.
And the left hook just keeps on coming. Straight right hand, bang. Left hook, bang. De La Hoya with a 4-punch combination to the body. 2 big shots upstairs.
No. See, look, he couldn't dodge forever. He tried to back off, but he dizzy.
Oscar started landing at a ridiculously high percentage, made even easier by the fact Mayorga was seemingly letting Oscar hit him on purpose, which led to the second knockdown of the night.
That's why you got to stop being cocky, bro. Somebody is going to humble you. He is. Oh my God. He is doing you astronomously bad.
It's over.
Wait, no, I gotta do that. They both fell.
It's all over. This fight is over.
He said this fight is over.
By Oscar De La Hoya.
Nobody expected De La Hoya to win in the fashion he did, but he later explained how the bad blood before the fight motivated him to go the extra mile to secure a knockout victory.
The fact that he was talking so much, the fact that he even talked about my wife, he talked about little Oscar Gabriel, and so it had a lot to do with it.
In what way?
Oh, he got that anime motivation.
He motivated me so much. I mean,
Wix, one platform.
That's why, yeah, he had to get humble. He is the villain.
Creation.
He is the villain, and he got took it down.
there was a plan behind picking Mayorga like 5 months ago.
Being what the plan was?
The plan was that he was going to talk bad about me, insult me, and he was going to motivate me. And I needed that. I haven't felt that since I fought Vargas.
Mayorga further disgraced himself by refusing to conduct a post-fight interview, saving his cigarette smoke for his next fight, where he once again upset the odds by beating Fernando Vargas.
Right hand tries to split the guard. Mayorga knocks him down.
Mayorga would go on to lose the majority of his last 10 or so fights, all by way of knockout, with his second fight against Shane Mosley settling the feud for good, along with his career at a respectable level.
Another 1-2.
Look at Mayorga. Fight's on. Let me tell you, Mayorga, this gets Mayorga into it. He just let him hit him a left hand. Look at him.
Right hand. And look at Mayorga.
Whoa.
I've always found Mayorga to be a very entertaining fighter for obvious reasons, but the thing that stands out the most is how much he achieved by purely being a badass with an unwavering will to win. Mayorga retired in 2019 and later flirted with mixed martial arts, but as of 2024, I think it's fair to say the madness Mayorga brings to the fight world is finally over. For Oscar, he did indeed go on to match up with a prime Floyd Mayweather Jr. in his next bout, putting up a valiant effort in what has gone on to be seen as a passing of the torch between the two faces of the sport.
Oh my
I
God.
gave him a good fight, but it's funny because we're like throwing at each other, and the bell rings, and we're like, hey, come here, let's hug it out.
De La Hoya's resume speaks for itself. One of the greatest and most underappreciated bodies of work in the modern era.
That is so
He mixed it up
amazing.
with them all, displaying beautiful boxing skills and the heart of a true warrior along the way. A De La Hoya comeback has been on the cards for the last few years, and considering the shape he's recently gotten himself into, the unfiltered mouth that always riles up his intended
What the
targets,
heck?
combined with the rising popularity of the celeb/influencer circuit of 2024, I wouldn't be surprised to see him come back for one more within.
Bro need to be
next year.
played in a movie or something.
Yeah, Ricardo.
Bro be like Iron Man.
Good one.
That's crazy.